Hello, and welcome to Vlad Squared. Our name is Vlad.
And you're watching Gadget Middle East.
So, Vlad, what are we talking about today?
What we're going to be discussing today is Wi-Fi, home networking. I mean, 5G has been the headline for most tabloids in the newspapers right now, but we forget to ask ourselves questions. What is happening back at home? What is the technology of today offering us in terms of home networking? And there's a lot of questions to be asked, and how have we improved in terms of the quality of our home networking, the quality of our Wi-Fi at home, and just the ability to connect multiple devices and have a smooth operation over big areas. And I think that question has been answered today with what we have here in front of us. Don't you think so?
Yes, I do agree. What we have today is the latest offering from TP-Link, which is the Deco X60. This is a Wi-Fi mesh system that is designed to be very easy to use and very consumer friendly. They've achieved that by creating something that uses the latest technology, the Wi-Fi 6 bands.
Okay, what does it do?
Now what this does is allow you to connect your Wi-Fi network by the use of 3 devices. I want you to think of this as one single router split into 3 pieces.
Okay.
Now normally you have a router, you connect it, you put it on your wall, and you're limited by the range. So the further away you go, the worse your signal gets. Now with older technology, your Wi-Fi boosters would always sacrifice your speed. So you're looking at something that uses the electrical plugs. And
I had one of those before. It was actually by the same company. It was very old though, right?
Very old, and you lose about 50% of your speed directly because of the older technology used. It goes through the electrical grid.
Yeah.
Now this has been created to, first of all, be pre-synced from the factory. So you've got your first device right here. You set this up with your phone. So that's one thing, right? I really like about this.
So this is a total application control.
Total application control.
Okay.
You plug this into the wall. You download the TP-Link app from the Apple Store or the Play Store, and you set it up with that app.
Okay.
Then you plug these in separately in different parts of your house, and they now create a net between them.
But essentially,
Completely
at the
wireless.
end of the day, it's just going to be a single network.
It's going to be a single network.
And as I understand by the looks of it, any of these can be the main router. Right?
Well, that's
so
the
you don't
thing.
have the confusion.
So they are identical in how they look. So they got 2 Ethernet ports and 1 power port. So you can pick any one of these to be your main router and use the other 2 as satellites.
All right.
Very simple and straightforward.
Yeah, very convenient. Actually.
Very convenient. And you know, the one thing that I like about these is the look. So this could easily be mistaken for a flower pot.
Is that what they called the Deco for?
Could be.
Could be.
So in regards to the ease of use, this was a very good product from TP-Link because what it creates is an answer to your average consumer. Now, you do not need to be somebody very proficient in networking or information technology to be able to use this and set this up by yourself.
Yeah.
You can go yourself to the store, pick one of these up, and have your full network set up in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes.
Which actually avoids a lot of the complications that usually come with internet-related problems in any houses. So
Exactly.
you would be having to call technicians that you have to pay for, and the service would not necessarily be pleasurable, and you will have many issues that arise later on in life. But like, if you have something like this that you can operate and control and at least supervise on your own, I think this is a very big jump in terms of the technology, because what we're going for today is user experience. And it's very good to see that companies are actually adapting the strategy where they're making every kind of technology very easy and very, very smooth and very pleasant to operate. And it looks amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
So you can just keep it anywhere in your house. And Wi-Fi 6 is, as you say, what gives this router the opportunity to shine. Because it can connect up to 150 devices, if I'm not mistaken?
That's the thing. You see, today was not what was happening 4 years ago. We've got everything connected to the Wi-Fi network. Back then, you'd have, let's say, 2 or 3 devices per person.
Yeah.
You have your smartphone, laptop, and maybe a smartwatch.
Definitely, yeah.
Today, you have your home cameras, you have your light bulbs, everything that has any kind of networking ability, any kind of smart feature is connected to your Wi-Fi network.
Yeah,
and that takes a toll. With Wi-Fi 6, it has much better ability to control all these devices individually and support them all. And that's where this comes as an advantage, and also future-proofing your house as well. You might not have everything set up today, but I have a feeling in the next 2-3 years, we're going to see everything connected to your Wi-Fi.
But I don't think these are going to be dated after 2-3 years. Although TP-Link has been a very future-proof company. So if you buy something from TP-Link, you can keep it for up to 10 years operational. I have a router from 8 years ago that works perfectly fine.
I have a 3-year-old router personally from TP-Link as well, and it just works.
Yeah,
and that's the biggest advantage. As a brand, TP-Link is somebody very reputable.
Yes,
you can put your trust in them because they've already been in this business for a couple of decades at this point, if not more.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes down to if you're going to trust your home networking to somebody, who will it be? Well, is it going to be a brand that you're not very familiar with, or somebody who's been in this business for very long?
I think to answer your question in the best manner is who should I trust is very simple. If you have an internet service provider, most of them around the world, at least as far as to my knowledge, D-Link and TP-Link has been the two companies that provide routers to internet service providers. And the fact that those huge telecom companies choose those brands has a very good reason. They're financially friendly. They have very good products that last you a long time. They can be recycled as well. There's a lot of cases where routers get taken and then provided to different people and reset completely. So it's not always a brand new router.
Yeah.
So the longevity and the operation of this is so efficient. And also to add on the note of the Wi-Fi 6, one important thing that was overlooked before in internet at home was the fact that if you're using Wi-Fi from many different devices, then there would be problems and there would be issues like they will interfere with each other. Now, Wi-Fi 6 does not let that happen.
Yeah.
So this is very important to anyone who has this kind of networking at home and has many devices.
Look, I've personally had issues before with my smart devices where after some time they just fail to work properly and they would need to be reset. Happened with light bulbs before, happened with many different things. So having this new technology is really what it's all about. Having that ability to support everything. We are living in 2020 today.
Yeah.
We have the technology that progresses much faster than it used to. So something like this would easily be able to support any kind of home, whatever they have today or 5 years down the road.
Yeah. So the only question is, being a basic average consumer, the only question that people will usually ask is, why should I buy this? Well, what makes this the product that has to be in my house rather than anything else?
Well, to begin with, for a majority of the consumers out there, they're not very proficient in setting up their own routers. So what they would usually do is get something from their ISP, their internet service provider. Now, you mentioned this earlier, and it's a very good point. You don't always get brand new from the ISP, number one.
Yeah.
And you definitely don't get something current.
Yeah.
When my ISP came to give me a router, they gave me something that was 3 years old to begin with. Now, again, we discussed the whole point of you want to future-proof your house and you want to have something that will support you.
Definitely.
Now, this has the advantage of being A, the latest tech, B, it is a mesh router system setup. So if you have a 4-bedroom house, this can really give you the coverage across the entire home. If you have a 2-bedroom apartment, for example, today, again, something like this will give you strong signal throughout the entire thing without the need to worry about walls and range connectivity. And because it's so simple to set up, you don't need to call somebody, a technician, to come in and set this up for you. You can do this yourself in a matter of 10 minutes. Now, when it comes down to it, why this? Because it answers every single question and you can do it yourself. Why rely on somebody else? And honestly, just put this up on your shelf and you're good to go. No one's going to know that this is a Wi-Fi.
But it looks like an air diffuser.
It looks like an air diffuser. It looks like a flower pot. It's something that fits in to your home without obstructing everything. I don't like those routers that look like big spiders, personally.
Yeah.
I feel like they just stand out too much. I'm very much a tech person, and if you see my setup, I have screens and everything, but I still don't like the look of those routers. Now, imagine your average person, somebody who is just wants something that works.
Yeah, we're addressing a crowd and we're mainly providing these products and we're looking at these products for the people that just want to have something good.
Exactly.
Without having the hassle of having something good, because people who go deep into technology usually have to do a lot of research and a lot of people don't have time for that. They just want something good, reliable, and something that stays for long with them. And this is why, again, TP-Link, just for the name TP-Link and the brand and what the brand identity is, this is already going to be a great product, and I'm pretty sure of it. It's just a matter of whenever it comes on the stores, let's see what the pricing will be. And TP-Link has always been reasonable in their pricing, so I think this is not going to be something too expensive for covering 7,000 square feet or like a 4-bedroom house.
Exactly. I do believe that this is going to be a very successful product. It is the middle child of their range, so they have 3 different devices.
Oh, okay.
They've got the Deco X30,
Okay.
X60, and X90.
All right.
So this is that middle child that fits right in between for everybody. If you want something more powerful, bigger
You can
range,
always opt for
you can
more.
always go for a slightly higher
Yeah.
model. And that's what I really like about their offering. It's not just that one product. They're offering you a range of different choices.
TP-Link has always done that.
TP-Link has
Honestly,
always done
great
that,
job
yeah.
to them, and this is a very big step up. The design is completely redone. They're introducing a lot of things like application control, and let's see how all of that goes. But they're definitely walking in the right direction, and they're the global leader, and they're leading the way for. I believe that this technology will be improving year by year, and just to maximize your home experience. A lot of people don't spend time at home, but I think the important thing is to have things that for those few hours that you can spend at home, you can have a very pleasant time.
Exactly. Now, thank you for joining our conversation. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one.
time. Take care. Not bad.
Single take.
Not bad.